This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman. While Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt. Back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all right here is no mystery. Cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 259. Thank God. I am Jason.
I am Jeff. I'm Jim.
I'm the Dit Man.
I'm Apans. Scab Jeff.
And the Gimp.
Yay! And I know you're all shocked. We're doing a holiday roundtable, and Blake's not here yet. It is 1:30. We're an hour late. Hour and 20 minutes late because of our fucking mics. But Jeff, I'm positive this might be the last time we use these microphones. Thank God.
Hopefully.
Yes. Fuck them.
They look pretty, though.
They do look pretty.
You quitting the podcast?
No, we're not going to podcast.
Darn it!
Did Blake?
Is this foreshadowing? I don't know what to do here.
So anyways, we're doing a holiday roundtable, which is our 5th annual year of it. Every year, everybody gets together, we have chili, we get mad at the technology, and we do a podcast. So thanks for joining us. We're doing top 5 holiday favorite traditions at the end here, so stick around for that. And then next week, Christmas week, we will have the Floppy Awards. Scab, do you feel like you're going to win this year?
I am sure that this is my year. Have you seen my bribe?
No, Scab Jeff brought a bribe in here. Let's see what we got here. This is for everyone. I'm opening up for the first time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I thought it was a whole llama, but that was just a llama head.
Wow.
Oh my God. It is a llama head.
Wearing a Santa hat.
I'll put this on the page right here soon. Well...
I'm not sure if that's quite the type of gift that...
Is it better or worse than the Nick Cage pillowcase?
It's better than the Nick Cage pillowcase.
How about the Serbian film?
It's much better than the Serbian film.
The Kevin James movie poster that I brought.
To the credit...
Jason ripped that up.
No, I didn't. I have it for an expo gift. To Serbian Film's credit, it is a film. That's all we got.
I think that's what Siskel and Ebert. It is a film.
Yes. It is a creepy film, but it is a film. So yes.
Oh, wow. That is
a good one.
He might have my vote with that.
Oh, Jim, take a look at that. Those eyes look dead.
Well, he's dead. His head's on a wall.
Or he looks high. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. That is a wonderful gift. Thank you, Scab. Thank you. Nick, would you like to pet it?
I think they put a sloth's face on a llama's head.
It was on the sloth from the Goonies, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want on a sex robot. Forget Andy Dick. I want the sloth's head on a sex robot.
Rocky Road. John Matusek, or who played Sloth? John Matusek. Yeah.
What has he done since then?
Died.
That was his best role.
Well, he was a professional football player and really wasn't an actor.
Well then, moving on. Thank you. That is going to go far for next week's episode.
I figured it would.
Let's see here. Any up downs? Anything you guys want to talk about?
I got a quick question for you guys. So
Yes.
since you're getting new mics for the new year, are you going to go Office Space on these old mics?
No.
No.
Well, we may on the one that was not that good. I think,
Yeah, maybe the bad one.
yeah, the bad one we're going to do that on. The other ones, no, because we still like them. It's just the other ones are going to be a lot better.
They
for the
don't look
environment.
good for Skyping.
Yes.
It would have been a lot more fun if you said yes.
Okay, we're going yes on one.
All right.
How about that? How about that? It's kind of like the Hobie Roundtable. One of you guys is going to get beaten with the bat tonight. Scab.
Does the person beaten with a bat get a floppy?
I think he's when they become floppy.
You might get beat with a floppy bat. But that's
So, Scab, here's the thing. So, how desperate are you for a floppy award? Would you get married again?
No.
No floppy's worth that.
How's your divorce?
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm telling you, everybody should get divorced.
Okay. So, when's the wedding for the next one? You're like the
don't-
Elizabeth Taylor of Hobie. How many are you up to? 7? 6?
This would be the end of my first marriage.
Engagements?
That's a different story.
I've had at least 3.
Maybe you're the Chuck Woolery.
Wait, Jason,
Yes.
will you marry me?
Sure.
4! How about the 4?
I'm already married, though.
Well, he's
It doesn't matter. It's still an engagement.
Jim's available.
this is legal in Utah.
I wasn't asking Jim.
Have you met Utah? There's nothing legal in Utah. Paul, how's your divorce? Anyways, moving on.
I think they
Time's a charm.
That's right.
they let caffeine in Utah now.
Do they?
Or at least at Brigham Young University, you're allowed to drink caffeine now.
Were you not allowed before?
No.
Mood altering drug,
Wow.
much like Hobie.
Yes.
It just pisses me off.
Anything else? Any other news?
Altered your mood. Well, I got to see the illustrious listener, since the Explorer. He came into my bar last night.
He did, and how was that?
He drank an IPA and was making a big deal about it, and my response was, well, you paid for it.
Wait, look at
Is
that.
he paying for it today?
Well, he pays for it every day.
Okay. So that was nice. The listeners got to see you.
Yes.
Randall Holt was supposed to be here for the round table, but he had some family commitment, which I think is ridiculous.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
I'd commit your family.
Yeah. But we do love Randall. Ditman, you got anything? Anything exciting?
Nothing on the air today. No, nothing exciting.
Okay.
He talked about it on the morning show yesterday, if you would have listened.
Yeah.
What channel is that? 98.5?
Today it's 98.5. We keep getting bounced around.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay, good call.
When your sidekick doesn't show up, you got to do what you can.
I get that. And let's do some listener feedback. Jim, take it over.
Today we have the bomb listener feedback brought to you by Blake.
Cha-ching!
Blake now owes me $100.
When you can't be there, but you don't try. Blake.
Cha-ching!
Well, I think we start off from Doug. Ape hands.
Number 1 fan.
What did you say, Doug?
HSX is predicting opening weeks of Aquaman $65 million, Mary Poppins Returns $50 million, and Bumblebee at $40 million. Which one fails to reach their goal?
Bumblebee is my guess.
See, I don't... Okay.
Worldwide, Bumblebee will hit it.
Well, yeah, we're talking domestically, though, because America. So, okay, so Aquaman's at $65 million, Doug.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
What do you think? What are you thinking? Do you think Aquaman hits 65?
I think Aquaman does. Aquaman's
it
going to be a
does.
first week movie. Mm-hmm. I think Mary Poppins might not, but I think Mary Poppins will be big, but it'll have longer staying power. I think it might not have a great, huge opening, but will have decent opening and not drop off too much.
Mary
as it
Poppins
goes
has a
on.
lot of Oscar buzz, too.
Does it?
Yes.
I would-
Actress is already Golden Globe is Best Picture and Best Actress.
I think Emily Blunt is the only reason to see that film because I hate Mary Poppins to begin with, but she looks like she could do that role really well.
Well, you'll watch anything Emily Blunt's in.
Oh, yeah. Even John Krasinski. Yeah.
She's in John Krasinski?
Well, sure.
I think that's the other way around.
Oh.
You don't know if they do pegging.
I don't even know what that means.
Ask Dev. Anyways, moving on. Jim, what are your thoughts?
I think Aquaman will be close. I think Mary Poppins is over, and I think Bumblebee's short.
Okay. Ditman?
I got Aquaman under at roughly 40. I got Mary Poppins doing double 50.
Wow, at 100.
For one weekend?
For 1 week.
Wow.
Christmas is next week, right?
Yes, it is.
It's an extended release.
It's going to be an
isn't it?
extended weekend.
Oh.
Oh, that is true.
I got Mary Poppins at 100 plus.
What about Bumblebee?
I think Bumblebee's plus or minus right at 40, so it could be either way. But I think Aquaman's the big loser versus their projection.
I think Bumblebee could do well. I think it really could surprise. It looks better than the other Transformer films.
Yeah, but it still is a Transformers film, so they've got to make up for that piece of shit other ones to get people to come in and actually see it.
Also known as the Michael Bay experiment.
You talking the Dark Knight of the Moon Side Jelly Bean or whatever?
Yeah.
Ugh, horrible films.
Hey, don't step on the roses. Don't step on the roses.
Sorry.
The War of the Roses.
Oh, I'd rather see the War of the Roses than Transformers. I think Aquaman could do $65 million. I think Mary Poppins could be 70 or so. It depends how much money is going into this weekend. That's a big weekend. I could see Bumblebee doing 25 on the first weekend. Just being of all of them, I think that one's the one that falls short. So, John Cena's in it.
Why would you release Bumblebee this weekend, though?
I don't know.
Because you can.
Because you've given up on Transformers. Because it's Transformers.
Here's the funny thing. So originally, this was going to be the last of the movies, like in the what do you call it, the Michael Bay universe. Even though he doesn't really have anything to do with this. Well, then it's getting decent buzz, and they said people have liked it. So now they're like, well, this could kickstart a whole new universe, which goes back to your idea, Doug. Put it into another week.
Just off topic here.
Put it to
I know you're not
February
smart
for
enough.
crap movies.
I know you're not smart enough to come up with this on your own.
Yeah.
Bumblebee, good buzz.
Ah! I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I did that.
No, you didn't.
No. What else we got, Jim?
From the Superiority Complex at Soup Complex. Did Daredevil deserve cancellation?
No. It was probably the best superhero TV show ever, including the old Batman with Adam West.
Ooh.
Yeah, but this is coming from a guy that's never won a floppy. Do you trust his opinion?
Well, we trust his opinion when it comes to like movies and Oscars and Golden Globes.
Damn it!
Like a La La Land?
Yes. The question of deserved cancellation has more to do with the business shit that we don't see and the inner workings behind what's going on between Disney and Netflix. That's
Spoken like someone who is the man.
I am the man.
So did Disney call Netflix and be like, look, just cancel it. We are going to cut you a really sweet check in a couple years.
Probably.
They came out that Disney cannot put these shows on until 2020 at the earliest.
2 years after cancellation before Disney can use those characters or those actors. And
Do you think they use them again?
I do.
Yeah.
They'd be fools not to.
Really? You think they're going to keep the same characters?
Daredevil was fantastic. If there was any fault with Daredevil, it was all due to Iron Fist, because Iron Fist should burn in hell, that fucker. but when the bad guys in Daredevil were the same bad guys as Iron Fist, then it went way downhill. Like Defenders, that was good at the beginning, and then oh wait, it's the stupid whoever
No.
from Iron Fist.
Just stop after episode 4. That's all you have to do with Defenders. That's what I did.
Okay, yeah, you stop at episode 4.
Episode 4 was amazing.
It was epic. Maybe the best series ever, but if you go past that, then Iron Fist gets all involved.
Is it better than the new seasons of Full House?
Yes.
I watched one episode of that and I couldn't get through any others, but I'm not sure I could get through a full episode of the original.
Kimmy's pregnant now, just to let you guys know. Kimmy's pregnant in the show.
Is it her third or fourth?
Oh, yeah, she doesn't she have kids in it?
I don't know. I thought she had kids in the first one 15 years ago.
She was 15!
Yeah, she was a whore.
Kimmy was a whore.
You just didn't see the backstory with her and Uncle Jesse.
Cut it out.
Or maybe it was Uncle,
Uncle Joey? Yeah, he is the one that likes 15-year-olds. Oh, that's more upset. Apparently she went down on him in a theater. I heard that somewhere.
What else we got?
Okay, this one is from Jim To Scam Jeff, what did you take before starting this podcast? You're fired up.
He wants a floppy.
Well, it took a little while to get the podcast started, so I'm on beer 5 now.
I was going to say, was that hour and a half delay?
Somebody needs to get him like the non-alcoholic beer before we start this.
I'll be honest, as soon as he leaves my front door, I don't care. You can at least walk
I should probably leave first or way last.
Well, first it is. My wife may kick you out of the Bob Studios. No, you fuckers are going to be done by 4.
Nope. Okay. From Mark James at Mark James Poop. Would you rather live in the ascension of a civilization or during its decline?
We're seeing one of them.
I'm picking decline. Hopefully shortly towards the very beginning of the decline, so you're really close to the apex.
So right now.
So like us now.
So us 10 years ago. The 80s.
But Red Dead Redemption 2 wasn't around in the 80s.
Ooh.
Yeah, you went outside and actually played Cowboys and Native Americans.
No one played Cowboys and Native Americans.
Back then you could play with Nerf guns and stuff like that.
Forget that comment. Doug, what would you rather be in?
The Ascension.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we're living now. We had the decline before that.
Blame Obama.
Exactly.
Are you
Thanks,
saying
Obama.
we're in a new...
We're rising back up.
from 2 years ago?
Yes.
So pretty much during the Trump presidency, we started the rise back up?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in the Blake chair. That's what I have to. I have to do it that way.
I feel like the political podcast from down the hall showed up while we were drinking, trying to get this stuff started.
You mean down the hall?
Yeah.
The political podcast?
We've taken back up the room because ours wasn't working previously.
I'm just impressed that that the episode pretty much went into a drunken haze already.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Usually takes about hour one of the episode, the first one.
Okay. Yeah, we spent that time trying to get the mics to work. We're talking about a drunken haze from Besotted Geek.
Ah.
When is Scam Jeff coming to Pittsburgh to research ghosts?
I hear they have no bookstores in Pittsburgh.
Just like Nashville?
Just like Nashville, so my publisher will not approve a book in Pittsburgh because they have no brick and mortar bookstores.
Or schools. That's the rumor. They can't read.
All it is ketchup factories.
There's no steel work anymore. It's ketchup.
There's been a long day in the ketchup mines. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, long day. I had 80,000 gallons of ketchup I had to mine today. The canary died. We all had to rush out. There was a mustard explosion.
How else do you get to name a stadium after a ketchup?
But if anybody can give me a contract to do a book in Pittsburgh, I'd be happy to go there. It's only, 5 hours away from here?
Yeah.
About that.
There's lots of yellow bridges there, right?
They do have lots of yellow bridges. And
All the
a lot
pictures
of
that I've ever seen of Pittsburgh have yellow bridges.
a lot of confusing traffic.
Yeah, it takes 7 hours to get there if you go the wrong way.
As in, we did that before.
I want to go there. Nope, I can't get there because I got 6 bridges I have to cross.
Like, I see where I want to be. I don't know what road will take me there.
I've been to Boston. I get it.
I'm here for life.
Pittsburgh is like a Dr. Seuss book. You don't know which way you're going.
Where the sidewalk ends.
Oh, Shel Silverstein.
Close enough.
Sorry.
Okay, also from Besotted Geek, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus? Spoilers, Brigger.
What?
He's saying Santa Claus doesn't exist. He's spoiling it for you.
Nope, he's lying. He's lying. For all the kids that listen. Ditman, what do you think? What is yours?
When did I stop believing?
Yeah.
I still do.
Look at you. Look at you. The gift of Christmas is...
It's not lost on me.
No.
I stopped believing before my memories began.
I think I was probably around 4 because my siblings ruined it.
I didn't. I had to talk with Mom and Dad. They told me not to ruin it for you.
So you did.
Yeah, that was Carolyn.
They asked me if I believed in Santa. I'm like, well, no, because Santa's stupid. And they're like, yeah, don't ruin it for your brother. I'm like, okay.
Doug, you?
Second grade?
Yeah, I think I was 9.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
I think I was 9. I got a microscope for Christmas.
And you knew it wasn't Santa.
Yeah.
Santa's not nasty.
Because
I didn't ask for Santa for this piece of shit.
Mom wrapped it in very light, like very thin wrapping paper. I was like, oh, I got a microscope for Christmas. That's going to last me 5 minutes. And then I got the next day, or Christmas, they were like, yeah, Santa got you a microscope. And I kept asking questions, and they're like, Mom's like, okay, Jason, he's not really real. I was like, oh, well, that was quick. Okay, moving on. Nick?
At some point in grade school when I started finding the presents in our house and realized that they shouldn't be in our house yet, because I'm a sneak,
Maybe Santa had a full sack.
No.
No.
I knew all the good hiding spots. I would find them all.
Maybe Santa was using the house for, like, layaway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Keep believing that.
Nick, I'm pretty sure you would find all the hiding spots because you were trying to get away from your brother.
That too. You can't find me here. Hey, look.
Alex's presents.
Well, probably about 3rd grade, my cousins told me that they figured it out because their parents never got them anything, but Santa always got them stuff. And then that kind of clicked with me, but I wasn't sure. So I wasn't willing to admit that Santa wasn't real. And I'm still at that point where I haven't quite admitted. Okay. Because every morning on Christmas morning, I have presents that are out that weren't there before under the tree.
That's part of my one issue with the Polar Express is that the parents don't believe in Santa anymore. But who's getting all these fucking gifts? You know, they buy some gifts, but there's more gifts. Who the fuck brought those in? So
Maybe they thought the other parent did it.
No.
The father thought the mother did, the mother thought the father did it.
Stupid. That's my one issue with Polar Express.
The one issue. Other than all the rest of the crap in that movie.
Well, my kid still gets presents from Santa Claus, and I don't bring them. But I'm a little concerned about this year now that my wife is out of the house.
So he's not getting anything.
No, I have complete confidence that he's going to get lots of presents.
I think Jeff's parents still sneak into his house and leave presents. Jeff already got the best gift of the year. He got a divorce.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Cheers!
Keep going.
Okay, from Dr. Lovejoy at Femdom Therapy. Seinfeld ending, ... Worst or best in television history? It's in the upper good, but not the best. It's one of the best. The people that don't like it don't understand the show. Didn't understand the show to begin with.
I think the ending of them being in jail, spoilers, was fine, but I didn't think it was a funny episode. That was the problem. It wasn't a funny episode. Any of the jokes, I don't think any of the jokes hit. I have no issue with them ending up in jail. I know you had to get the cast back, like all the cameos, but there was no. It just wasn't funny. Is my issue.
I thought it was funny when Frank started screaming at George Steinbrenner about Hideki Irabu or
the
whatever.
fat toad. There's parts, but it's not. And I thought the Seinfeld part when he's in jail doing stand-up comedy was funny. I thought that was kind of humorous, but it was. I have no issue with how it ended.
The funny part is the last line of the show was like the first line of the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't we talk about this already?
Yeah, we did.
This really kills me, but I 100% agree with Jason.
Thank you.
On purpose?
You almost get a half a vote for me.
A couple more agreements and you'll be up there.
But really, it was, yes, that's how it should have ended, but it wasn't funny, so it wasn't the perfect ending to that series.
So you're just saying it should have been funny. You don't have a problem with the concept of it.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he said.
I'm
yes.
thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
He's saying they mailed it in.
Yep.
Yeah, the concept of it is perfect for that show. But at the same time, it wasn't something that I enjoyed watching.
It's kind of like Hogan's Heroes. It ended with them all getting shot in the camp. That was not a good way to end it. I mean, it was a good way to end it, but it wasn't funny. That was the problem.
Yeah, because that's how World War II stuff happens.
Yes.
I thought they all died in the closet. Hogan's Heroes.
No, they all died because Bob Crane was filming them. Sorry, look it up, kid.
How much of your audience even knows what Hogan's Heroes is?
That's the point. That's how he got away with that. No one knows if that's real and they're actually going to look it up.
The next question's from Dev, I believe, because of intern Hackney.
That's what I figured because it's political.
Yes.
So we have from Dev.
Political corner with Dev.
Many people claim they would have killed baby Hitler to prevent World War II and the Holocaust. Is that a fair assessment? Wouldn't having less restrictive economic policies on Germany post-World War I be more effective?
I blame his parents.
I blame the art school. You blame Dev's parents? Dev's parents. Yeah. I blame the art school that didn't let him in.
Yep.
No, I'll agree with Dev on that. That if we didn't make Germany such a crappy place for the Nazi regime to rise up in power, then the Nazi regime probably wouldn't have risen up in power. So he's right, but it's just easier to pull a trigger than it is to convince the French not to take revenge.
French take revenge.
That's the last time they fought for anything ever.
Who do you think when you throw baguettes at you?
I got the baguette! Take that!
I'm sorry, who were you?
I am French!
Okay, thank you.
Why do you think I have these outrageous accents?
Oui.
Hey! Let's not cut in on this impression. Jeez. Moving on, I'll do this one real quick. It's from the Pop Culture Cafe.
Corrections.
Yeah, it's the corrections. Basically, we talked about Valiant Entertainment last week, how it was sold.
Oh, yeah.
We thought DC had it. It actually isn't. DMG, run by founder and CEO Dan Mintz, has 57%, but he's now trying to take full ownership, and he's trying to make them move into, a movie empire.
Film, television, other media platforms.
They have Harbinger and Bloodshot are set up with Sony for movies.
Okay.
Quantum and Woody, a favorite of Mintz's, is in development as a TV show with the Russo brothers, Gateway Productions.
You said Woody.
And Dr. Mirage is also set up as a TV series with CBS and the CW network. So it looks like they're moving. They still have comic books, they said, but they're moving more towards the film and TV. So let's wrap this up, Jim, with Professor Number 1.
Well, we have a Nick Albright one here.
Oh, go ahead.
So, Jeff, what would you do with Scab Jeff's floppy?
And hanging on the wall right next to a dead llama.
Again, this is all hypothetical if he wins a floppy.
Oh, yeah.
What's going to happen?
Turn that llama into a unicorn.
Hey! Well, one, I don't think if he actually won a floppy, he'd let me anywhere near it.
I would bolt for the door and then never listen to the show again. So I always think that I have that floppy because I know that you would.
Are you Kramer after a Tony Award? You have to go after Fire Blake, though.
They love me. They really do. Well, right out the door.
He's too drunk that he's going to fall up the steps, and we're good to pack, so it's okay.
Hey. Okay, and finally, from Professor Number 1 at Dr. Number 1, it's a picture here that no one can see. It's Georgia QB Jake Fromm's mom. Discuss.
Doug, what do you think about this?
Yeah, she's very
Well endowed? Big tracts of land?
Yes.
She's in really good shape.
Yes, she is.
There's a bikini picture.
With her sons?
Yeah, but
Those are both her sons.
Or random dudes on the beach that are like 14.
I think they're her sons.
There's her sons.
Ditman, what do you think?
So did she breastfeed them?
I was going to say... that was kind of...
Yesterday.
I'd say all three of them are looking at each other like, look what I found on the beach.
Well, thanks, Dr. Number 1. Let's do some news.
Nothing like awkward silence coming from a Dr. Number 1 question.
What do you guys think?
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, so we got some X-Men news. I hope you're excited. Gambit has another release date.
Finally.
Per comicbookmovie.com, all of these. It was supposed to way back in 2016, but Fox isn't willing to let Lauren Schuler Donner and Simon Kingberg's passion project die. And now it has a release date of June 7th, 2019. Oh, I'm sorry, it got pushed back from June 7th, 2019 to March 13th, 2020.
They're just making sure it's the perfect movie.
That's right. Unlike Bumblebee, I guess. They keep moving back.
Perfect movie. they still have to shoot it and cast it.
They got Tate.
Is Tate still involved?
Yeah, he's still involved.
He's going to be 60 by the time this thing goes to print.
Wait, are they going to get?
I'm 60.
Are they going to get Tim Riggins?
I am Gambit.
Thank you. Let me get that for you.
I am Tate. I am Gambit.
No, I think they should get Tim Riggins back.
He actually wasn't bad.
No,
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't the reason that was a bad
shitty
movie.
role.
Yeah, do you think this gets made?
What
Ever?
are we talking about? Gambit or the Batman?
Gambit.
Gambit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it gets made. Sure. Eventually.
You think?
Not in my lifetime, but eventually.
Eventually. Does anyone care at this point?
I was going to say, who's Gambit and why should we care about it?
He has Hallmark cards and he lights them up and he throws them at you. And
They're playing cards, not Hallmark.
Whatever. Same thing.
Can he slice bananas in half with them?
Yes.
Yeah, he could.
He's better than
Well, normally they blow up.
So he would have like banana mush.
So does he have
Bananas Foster.
umbrella ass, crackhead?
He doesn't have a sidekick. He does.
No, he's talking about the picture on the card.
I know. He does have Jubilee as a sidekick
He uses
sometimes.
nudie deck of cards. That would be a better Gambit.
I kind of like that version.
You could put that on Tumblr.
Not anymore.
We got one more day. It starts tomorrow.
Jeff's trying to get done with the podcast so he can go home and binge until it ends. All the porn on Tumblr.
I'm wondering if it goes at midnight. Boom! No more porn.
You should do a Facebook Live.
Okay.
It's like Friends, as long as you don't turn it off.
As long as you don't refresh it.
Is it new porn or are they purging all the old stuff too?
I think they'll purge the old stuff.
My
We'll
God,
find out.
That's going to be until 2020 to get all that stuff off.
It'll take years.
Yeah.
Ironically, aligns with the release date of the new movie. You have to with all those cards.
Pictures of Jake Fromm and Fromm's mom. Is that on there? I'm not sure.
Mom's mom.
Brahms mom.
Let's see. Dark Phoenix. X-Men The Last Stand was pretty much the Dark Phoenix saga. Badly done. It killed the franchise, and Simon Kinberg, again, was responsible for what he penned the screenplay. So he's now helping. He is now helping Fox rewrite and direct some of the reshoots of the new Dark Phoenix movie.
Is it still Sansa?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It's not going to be good, right? Come on.
It's going to be better than The Last Stand.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, she's not a very good actress.
No.
She really isn't.
She is really bad at it.
At acting?
Yes.
Not as bad as Patricia Arquette.
Can she cry? No.
She's got a good blank stare. I mean, she can blank stare very well.
So do sex dolls. So does the dead llama next to us. So is that what's her name?
Sansa.
Is that what we should call her?
Call her Patricia.
Oh, Patricia.
Sansa? I like Sansa.
I like Patricia better.
Patricia? Okay.
Damn it, Patricia, no one asked you.
Patricia Sansa Lava. That's her name.
The one movie that wasn't released, mentioned in the Fox's release shuffle, was The New Mutants. Jeff, you were excited about this.
I was.
It was supposed to still scheduled to hit theaters next August, after being originally scheduled for April. So they moved it back. Let's see here. There's questions why it didn't take Dark Phoenix's vacant February. Shut up. Let's see. They're now reshooting the film, and there's a part of it that they're talking about that it may not ever even be released unless it's going to Netflix. Because they're redoing the whole thing. It was going to be a horror movie, and they said they're probably not doing it that way now.
Yeah, that's a problem because it looks good as a horror movie.
It does. It was very different from anything else.
At least they had a trailer that made it look good and wanting people to see it, but...
and finally, that's about it. I don't care about the rest. Moving on.
We'll just skip over everything.
Yeah.
Jeez, now I gotta...
Deadpool goes PG-13. Does anyone care?
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Okay.
No,
It came out this week. Last week.
Yeah.
He came
I
out.
think it was funny
This
the
week.
movie poster they put out that the Mormons are now getting all pissed off about, or was it the Mormons or the
Moops?
Jehovah's Witnesses? One of the two of them are getting pissed off because of the poster. It basically mimics a piece of art out of their
history.
their religion.
I don't know it. We'll have to look that up.
You know why?
Doug, look that up.
You know why? That's why you always pick on the Amish, because they'll never know.
But I enjoyed the ad with what's his name in it.
Good story.
Yeah, Kevin Arnold. What's his name?
Fred Savage.
Yes, thank you, Fred Savage.
When he's reading,
Yes, and then they started singing Nickelback.
and he defended Nickelback.
Yeah,
I bought Deadpool 2 on Black Friday.
I bought Nickelback.
I bought Deadpool 2 for $6 on Blu-ray. Have yet to see it, but I got it. So.
People still buy
for $6, and we got lots of good Expo gifts.
I always want to have a copy because they'll yank you can't buy things through streaming or whatnot. They only let you have the rights to it as long as they have the rights to it. Talk to all the Canadian people who lost the rights to a bunch of YouTube stuff they bought. Not YouTube, I'm sorry. iTunes stuff. And then
it went away.
iTunes Canada lost the rights to have that, so anybody who bought it from them lost it.
They're really big on Degrassi.
junior high.
Yes.
So this story about it's from comicbook.com. They have it as
the Mormons.
It's a Mormon community. There's an online petition that has 38,000 signatures. It's a mockery of the painting called "The Second Coming" by Harry Anderson.
Second Coming.
Predominantly featured in the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Tumblr.
It basically takes the Jesus picture out of it and replaces it with Deadpool, and Deadpool still wrapped in a white robe with a gold belt.
Deadpool has a better backstory.
Did you hear that one, Jeff? Okay.
Right when I was taking a bite of food, he makes a slam against the temptation of Christ, or the
Passion.
the passion of the Christ.
It's a good film.
A self-proclaimed anti-hero like Deadpool has no business being compared to Jesus Christ, according to the online petition.
Well, it looks like they did something right in making that poster.
Maybe they're not comparing, maybe they're contrasting. Did you ever think of that, Mormons?
Yeah, it's always about you. So selfish.
My ex-wife was a Mormon.
Shut everybody up.
It's like, how do we respond to that? Because I don't want to blame the Mormons for your ex-wife.
Does she have different underwear?
Congratulations.
Does she have
I don't know what to
different
say
underwear?
here.
7 days of underwear?
She kind of left the Mormon faith probably 20 years before I met her, but
Oh, so you're lying.
Left,
well, but her family.
Moving on.
left, or was asked to leave.
What does her other husband think about that?
Doesn't work that way. Women don't have rights.
I guess I need to read up on that.
Okay.
Good news of the week. We had one last week when we talked about Tyler Perry. Hallelujah. Per Main Street Mouse News, Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan, probably best known for his role as Lieutenant Dan, oh, there it is, in Forrest Gump, has long worked with veterans and veterans groups, such as flying veterans to the National World War of Warcraft
Say just WWII. How's that?
Museum to tell their stories or serving them Thanksgiving dinner. This Christmas, he's not just focusing on veterans, but their children, namely the children left behind when one of our heroes passes away. According to KCAL TV, the Gary Sinise Foundation filled 15 planes full of Gold Star families to go to Walt Disney World down in Florida as a special Christmas present called the Snowball Express.
Oh, that's cool. 15 planes? Wow.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of fucking planes.
I wish I had that type of money to fill 15 planes full
That's
of
a lot of
families.
box of chocolates.
Yeah, but you would just fill it with chocolate.
No, not these huge chocolate.
No, not chocolate. Not sure.
Maybe Smarties would be.
You would probably fill it with snowballs themselves. The Hostess cakes.
Yeah, why not?
Those are good.
Pez.
But maybe fill one with chocolate, the other with peanut butter, and smash them together.
I think there's easier ways to do that.
I don't think there is.
Oh. Each one of these children who are going on these planes have lost a parent in military services, either combat-related or illness, or unfortunately suicide, Sinise said. We want to take care of these kids and make sure they know that we don't forget.
Yeah, by sending them to Disney.
About 15 locations from across the country boarded the Snowball Express. About 1,700 people for a 5-night vacation in Orlando, Florida. To see them off on the West Coast, Santa Claus made an appearance, along with Mrs. Claus, at the Los Angeles International Airport on Saturday morning last week.
Were they the real Santa Claus, or was it just an
It was a
actor?
real one. It was a real one. A real one.
See, it does exist.
He would not go to L.A.
Well, I've only seen him on New York during the Thanksgiving Day parade at Macy's.
LeBron
the
went
real
to
one,
LA.
but I didn't know if he'd do this because this seems like a decent cause.
Desmond, one of the children, was enjoying his trip with his mother, Jade. She said the trip was important in the healing process because he lost his father back in 2016 in the military. It's easier when you find people who have gone through the same thing, so it's an amazing experience. All of the different tributes they have and all the different balloon releases where I get to write a message to my husband, it's amazing. So good job, Gary Sinise. Well done. Well done. 1,700 people. And this continues because we put this on our Facebook page, and it's been going on like the whole 5-day trip. And he really is a great guy for doing all this.
Yeah.
So good for him. Good job, Gary Sinise. Finally, per deadline, Legendary Entertainment, the superpower behind Christopher Nolan's Batman's, the Hangover trilogy, and the current King Kong Godzilla films, which look amazing, and even Spike Lee's Black Klansman, is coming for the Toxic Avenger. The nerd-turned-chemically enhanced vigilante hero of the 1984's Toxic Avenger from Trauma Entertainment is getting rebooted. The last time this was done was in 2000, Citizen Toxie. Basically they even had a cartoon spin-off. Jeff, do you remember Toxic Avenger?
Oh, yeah. I remember Toxic Avenger. I remember the cartoon spin-off, but I don't know what this Citizen Toxie is.
I don't either. It was a stage musical in the 80s. Do you care about Toxic Avenger?
No, I didn't care about it then either.
No. They said it could be a very R-rated comedy because the top dog at Trauma, Lloyd Kaufman, who co-directed all 4 original films, will serve as a producer. And in 4 decades, he technically has never sold out because he always did it his way. And Trauma Entertainment is, if you go online, they have interns there that have told their stories about how much hell it is, but you learn so much about filmmaking. So
Trauma's not just a clever name.
Correct. There's some trauma.
Is it trauma or trauma?
Trauma. What? Oh.
Just saying.
Hey. I have a speech impediment. Anyways.
Brain impediment.
Whatever. So that will probably come out before Gambit. So just be excited for that. Or the Batman film. Because it's coming. The Batman film.
Yes.
Everything
Batman
will come out before Gambit.
Gambit. I think so too. So there is your news.
Gambit 2 won't come out before Gambit.
Actually, they probably would. They're doing it creatively.
Marvel's going to do it instead because the other guys are taking too long.
So there you go. There's your news of the week.
Don't worry, Toby. Just use the force. Like in that film, 365 Flicks Podcast. 365 Flicks Podcast. Come and listen to it right after you finish this podcast you're listening to. It's got Chris and Kevin and a weather guy called Toby. What's the point in a weather report on a podcast, I hear you ask? Well, there's only one way to find out. Download every episode that is currently out and listen to those bad boys right now. It's got Toby Osmond, who is kind of a guest host, but thinks he is the most important part of the podcast. Hashtag not joking. Find 365 on iTunes, Libsyn, Spotify, and awesome websites like dangerentertainment.net, nerdly.co.uk, and Tangent Bound Network. It's like shit in a field.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Well, the bomb of this week apparently will be Mortal Engines.
Yay!
Never heard of
What are
it.
you cheering for?
Oh, sorry. It just looks horrible.
I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I want to see it, but I probably have to go quickly.
You better go this week.
Straight.
Now we're recording on Sunday. Is this like an estimated?
This is up until an hour ago.
Up until an hour ago. Okay. So this is through half of Sunday. Number 1 for this weekend, we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which did over $35 million.
Seeing that tomorrow night.
Followed by The Mule, over $17 million. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, people are still going to see The Grinch at another $11.5 million.
Ugh.
Ralph Breaks the Internet fell from 1 to 4 at just under $10 million.
How much is that up to?
Total gross, $154 million.
Okay.
And Mortal Engines does come in the top 5 at $7.5 million.
On a $100 million budget.
Yeah, that's huge.
Huge.
huge budget for it's all special effects and stuff.
Doug, you're the movie guy.
Or did they build real cities and put them on wheels?
It's like Lone Ranger. They built a real train.
They built a real
Jeff's
city.
the movie guy. I'm
Yeah, but he's never right.
I'm the Disney guy. He's the
Okay,
movie
Jeff,
guy.
what do you think about Mortal Engine Scab?
I think I had not read the books nor heard of the books, and it looked like a very original idea, but the previews that I saw made it look awful.
This is Peter Jackson, right?
Yes. He didn't direct, but he produced. He wrote the screenplay. He helped write the screenplay.
Okay. It's made $42 million total worldwide, counting domestically.
I haven't seen it. I thought it was an interesting idea. I probably would have seen it for free.
But with Mary Poppins, Bumblebee, Aquaman all coming out, what's it make next week? 2 million?
Yeah.
The previews looked a little too Wild Wild West for me.
Wild Wild West.
See, I actually got like John Carter of Mars.
Wild Wild West.
Feel for it.
Because me and Artemis
the Wild Wild West is real popular. Just ask everybody playing Red Dead Redemption.
Hayek. No, he specifically means the Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith.
Here's a question.
And the giant robot spider.
With the 3 movies we've spoken of coming out, which movies lose all their theaters? I mean,
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines, because they've done so bad, do they say screw it?
No, they'll keep it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I think
the studio, I don't think will let it leave before it at least gets its 2 weeks.
Bohemian Rhapsody, I think, takes a hit. I think Instant Family is gone. Fantastic Beast. Creed 2 maybe falls a little bit.
I mean, 'cause you got 3 big time movies coming into the theaters now.
Yeah.
There's a limited number of theaters.
Once Upon Deadpool came out this week, the PG-13, and made $2.6 million on 1,500 theaters.
Well, that was a limited release anyway.
So that you figured that's gone.
I'm trying to think, was that leaving by Christmas, I think they said? So
I think Robin Hood's out. I think Robin Hood's gone.
Robin Hood might be gone.
That was down to 1,700 theaters. So you figure Spider-Man, Mule, Dr. Seuss, and Ralph probably is all fine. Ralph is still on 3,500 theaters.
The Grinch will stay still.
The Grinch is on 3,700 theaters.
It's going to stay because it's a Christmas movie.
Correct.
So people who, although I can't believe there's people out there who still want to see it that haven't seen it yet.
But you also got Welcome to Marwin is coming out, which looks good and it's getting good buzz. So you figure that's 4 movies coming out and second act. I don't know what that is.
My Hollywood Stock Exchange has Steve Carell, just so
Does it?
everyone knows.
It's a good pick. It looks good. It looks good. I just hope the court scenes aren't bad.
I mean, according to Box Office Mojo, Mary Poppins is going to be in 3,800 theaters.
Okay.
Aquaman's going to be in over 4,100. Bumblebee's going to be in 3,500. Second act is going to be in over 2,600.
Oh.
And Welcome to Marwin's going to be in 1,900.
Wow.
They all got to go somewhere.
So pretty much anything that's not in this week's top 5, I think.
I think Mortal Engines is in 3,100 theaters. How many does it fall to?
Oh, it'll probably fall in half at least.
1,500, you think? I mean, that's a huge, and that's going to kill it. That's going to kill it. Well, the good news is it'll be on Netflix next month.
It was already dead anyways. You can't take something that's dead.
Well,
You want to bet? Jason's been whipping that dead horse over and over for years.
I take it to the glue factory, and then I take it to the ketchup factory in Pittsburgh, and then we take it to the ketchup mines.
You can't beat a dead horse. That's you have to feed a fed horse.
Why don't I feed a fed horse? If it's already fed, why am I feeding it? God, Peter, you're stupid.
Hang that dead llama on the wall.
I love that. Patricia. She's so pretty. So there you go. Let's do some top 5. Top 5 this week, because the holidays are coming up. Going top 5 holiday traditions. Or worst traditions. Or something related to the holidays.
Something holiday and or tradition related.
Or something in the top 5. I don't care. That was our list. So, Scab Jeff, you go first. What's your number 5?
Okay, all of mine are both best and worst holiday traditions at the same time.
Okay.
So my number 5 is eggnog, because eggnog is awful, but I really like alcohol.
You ever tried
it today?
You ever tried the vanilla eggnog?
Vanilla eggnog's damn good.
I have not.
Try the Kroger
eggnog.
brand vanilla.
You cannot convince me to eat or to drink eggnog because I don't.
It tastes like a vanilla shake.
Okay, I'm not a big fan of vanilla shakes.
What is wrong with you?
So what if you took, let's say, like a glass of rum
and put like a shot of eggnog in it.
I may be able to pull that off.
Nick, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is great holiday tradition of hiding Easter baskets.
Oh, you're just doing general holiday. Okay.
You didn't specify.
We did it. We did it.
It's just this holiday tradition.
Holiday traditions, hiding Easter baskets.
Do you get it so your kids ever find it or not?
I go a little bit both ways because I think it was a goal of my dad's when I was younger to make it the most impossible he could for me to see if he could make me cry.
Okay.
So,
but you knew all the good hiding spaces.
Well, so just to put it this way, one year, my Easter basket was hid in an empty 12-pack box in the bottom of the garbage can.
Did you find it when the bunny started smelling?
No, the way I found it was I walked past it and we used when I showed up. It was like the garbage, the brown paper bags that you get at the grocery stores, and it was just sitting there. And I kind of kicked it, and I heard the jelly beans. That's how I found it.
And you found the dead carcass of your bunny.
So I try and go, I make it a little hard for my kids, but not hard enough to where I'm going to try and make them cry.
So, question, was he doing it just for you or for all your
Specifically to me.
Okay.
I don't know why you grew up like you did. Anyway,
and again, I don't hide Easter eggs from my kid, but the Easter Bunny always does. I don't know what happens.
I don't think
my parents have keys to my house. I'm starting to think after this podcast that maybe.
Number 5 for me is watching my wife wrap Christmas presents. I did more holiday theme because I sit there, we turn a movie on, usually Christmas Vacation.
It's all holiday themed. The whole
Christmas themed. And she gets all the presents out and starts wrapping them. Usually takes 2 nights to do, just because.
So you like watching your wife work?
Yes.
So you don't help?
No, she won't let me. She's very meticulous on the wrap.
Oh, she's got a point. I've seen him attempt to wrap one. He's allowed to wrap them for our bad gift exchange, and they're not good.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is watching football on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a good one.
Butt fumble.
Paul, Deadman, what's yours?
So I have the top 5 annoying holiday traditions.
Okay.
Number 5 being round table discussions.
Yes, that's awful.
Well, that's my number 1.
Take it on the board.
That's mine are 2. Mine are favorite.
Is it because I'm always drunk?
In life or just on the round table episodes? Well, you know what, Deadman? I got nothing. Jim, what's yours?
Well, let's see. Let me read what I have here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's advent calendars. Mainly opening them up and eating all the candy in one sitting, and then replacing it with crap. They all can't be winners.
Doug is number 5.
I did best and worst.
Okay.
So number 5 is one of the worst, and that's having to listen to Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
Oh,
I hate that song.
Now, is that the only song on your list?
That's the only song I have.
That's
right now.
half of my number 2.
Because I was going to throw Mariah Carey out there.
All I want.
That's half of my number 2.
That's not a holiday tradition. That's done every fucking day of the year where I work.
You're not bitter.
I hate that song.
Doug is number 4.
Online shopping.
You like it or bad?
I hate it.
Because he has to deliver the
Go to the store and buy it. I don't want to work 12-hour days. I'm tired of it. I'd like to enjoy the holidays too, but I can't because I'm working.
Oh, dear God. This is like the retail workers bitching because they have to work on Thanksgiving night. Hey, suck it up, Buttercup. This is your job.
Says the guy who never has to work a holiday.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
He hasn't worked a full Friday in 6 years.
Hey, I don't want to ask you. I don't want to ask you. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is watching television, the news, after Black Friday to see how many idiots got into fights and started riots in the stores.
Scab Jeff is one of those.
That's close to me. I have an honorable mention on the time change when there's a riot at the bars because the bars have to close early.
Deadman, number 4.
My number 4, the consistent floppy lobbying by Scab Jeff.
I sense a theme.
Hey,
It is
top
a tradition.
5 most annoying holiday
We did it,
traditions.
Patricia.
Did get Patricia.
Is that a name? Did we vote on that name?
Yeah, we did. We all did.
Change approved.
Change approved.
Denied.
Mine is going to New Year's Eve parties and watching the ball drop and counting down and having a good old time.
Is that a positive or a negative?
And I did good things.
Okay.
Do you watch it on DVR or live?
Live. I DVR watch it a week later. Oh, DVR would be fun. That way we can extend the life of the party.
He speeds it up from 10 to 1. Oh, I don't have time for that.
We're going to have to go to the bathroom. Pause it.
Pause it. We can pause live TV, right? Pause it.
My number 4 is a good and bad. I can't stand it because it's annoying because the people there are just too crowded. But I enjoy seeing my kids get really excited about Festival of Lights at the Cincinnati Zoo. One of the best in the city. Or country. Hopefully in the city.
That's in the city.
You've not been to my neighborhood.
Totally my number 4 as well as best and worst at the same time.
I hate people there.
Oh, it used to be so great. You could go every year and it would be like the greatest light thing, and you get to see the animals and everything, and now it takes an hour to get into the parking lot.
Yep.
And if you find a spot, it takes another hour to get into the
The only thing that we did was we got there at 5 before people start getting there, and you're okay with traffic. The other thing is, the Sunday before Thanksgiving week, that Sunday, nobody's there. It's the first or second day it's open, best time. Just a little hint.
But that's before Thanksgiving.
That's okay.
I don't want to celebrate Christmas before Thanksgiving.
We have a pass. We've been there twice already, so it's okay. Let's see. Nick, number 4.
Number 4 is the annual Memorial Day party at the Brigger compound.
I forgot that
best
one. Or worst?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
It used to be a lot more fun than
we had kids.
Yeah.
Well, you can go and then listen to some people get into really bad family arguments.
Moving on.
Awkward.
Not us. Really. Nobody else. Table, but it's somebody else.
It could be.
Or you can take a shower, in the middle of the party, in the only bathroom in the house.
That was at my old house. And to me, okay, so here's the thing.
Yes.
It was 2 in the morning, and this is before everybody had kids. And it was at my old house. We only had one bathroom. Well, it's 2 in the morning. I'm drunk. I'm ready to get everybody out of the fucking house. So I start taking a shower. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if everybody moves.
They lock the door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So nobody leaves, or a few people do.
No, they just all pee in the backyard. Pee in the backyard, yeah. And I go to pee in the backyard, and there's somebody there with their future wife who she's throwing up in the bushes.
Not one of her finer moments.
Or is it?
And I'll move to this bush.
And then after I got out of the shower, the fuckers were still there. So then I took a vacuum and started vacuuming.
Did you come out wearing a towel?
Nothing.
We didn't see anything either.
She was like Silence of the Lambs.
that year.
Number 4 for you, Scab.
The Festival of Lights in Cincinnati at the zoo.
What's your 3?
Receiving presents, because some of them are good and some of them are bad.
From Santa?
Probably part of the reason I got divorced was the Christmas before I got divorced. I got her a garbage can and a laundry basket for Christmas. Period. And she said not to get her anything, and she.
So instead, you got something. That was the problem. She would have rather had nothing.
I got something which, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have.
What did she get you?
Something addressed to
I don't remember, but it could possibly be as bad as a garbage can and a laundry basket.
You got served. That's what you got.
Did you wrap them?
I did.
Was it at least like a nice garbage can, like one of the Simply Human ones or something, one of the expensive fancy
One of it opens up on its own?
Well, no, you had to step on a pedal to open it up.
Oh, I was expecting like one of the curbside ones, a giant one.
large ones with wheels.
It was an in-the-house type of thing.
Oh. That was your number 3?
Giving presents could be positive or negative. I've gotten good presents.
You've given shitty ones.
Apparently given
Tell me what you got over there. What's your comment?
terrible presents.
Now, the laundry basket. What goes into the thinking for that? What goes into thinking, hey, this could be a good gift?
One day I remember her saying that she hated our current laundry basket So I feel that I got a better laundry basket than the one that we currently had.
You do realize...
So I feel that I was listening.
Well, yeah.
Do you realize that laundry baskets haven't changed in 200 years? There's no, like...
I beg to differ on that.
I got a reasonably better laundry basket than the one we currently had.
This is exciting talk on laundry talk this week. Yeah, next was number 3.
Number 3 is putting up the Christmas tree. Going out, picking out the Christmas tree, whether it's at a Christmas tree farm or just going to the store and getting it and then taking it home, setting it up, putting the lights on, kids putting all the ornaments on. Always a fun time.
Now, my wife would say you don't mind murdering a tree just to decorate.
I didn't murder it.
We do.
It was predestined for murder.
Oh, okay.
Did you cut it down yourself?
I did not cut it down.
Oh, okay. I thought
But even if it was at a Christmas tree farm, though, those are Christmas trees that are destined to be murdered.
They
were grown for a purpose.
If no one comes to pick them out, though, they won't murder them.
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
Survival of the fittest, then, is what
You
you're saying?
do realize Hitler had the same comment. Just saying. Just saying. Number 3.
I don't think he did because Hitler spoke German.
Deutsch.
It all comes back to better sanctions after World War One.
My number 3 was shopping. Online shopping, preferably.
Yes.
But I love Black Friday shopping. No, positive. Positive. So, yes. So, hey, if
So
we
here's what's wrong with the holidays.
Yes.
I will shop
Yeah.
on Black Friday and then get everything online. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I see nothing wrong with this. Jeff, what's number 3?
My number 3 is Labor Day fantasy football drafts.
Okay.
I agree with that. I like
Fun.
Deadman, number 3.
This is a pet peeve of mine. People with mismatched holiday displays in their yard.
See that?
Okay, holiday displays in their yard.
Like Hanukkah and Christmas together?
No, like you decide that, hey, I want to do 10% inflatables and then have lights everywhere.
Ugh.
It's like all.
Can we just do inflatables?
Right, or
How about inflatable?
Or people who have 16 wise men.
Yeah, you haven't heard of cattle in a razor. There are like 3 there. They're in a stable. It's like 12 by 12.
Yeah.
Jim, number 3.
Mine would be setting up the manger scene my own way. Mainly like setting it up like my parents' house would have it. We'd put it in there, and then my mom would walk away, and then she'd come back, and there'd be a G.I. Joe. There would be a Smurf in the back.
I used to play G.I. Joes in the small manger at our house.
And then I would just set it up in different positions, and then until somebody noticed, like, Mom, would you put that back?
Diamond number 3.
This is going back to worse again. The stupid argument over people not saying Merry Christmas and saying Happy Holidays instead.
Okay.
If you want to say Merry Christmas, say Merry Christmas. If you want to say Happy Holidays, say Happy Holidays. I don't give a damn. Every year there's that news story. Oh, they're taking Merry Christmas away. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, just because I say Happy Holidays doesn't mean I'm taking Merry Christmas away.
Exactly.
I just like to be inclusive.
Do you think Rudolph is offensive?
Nobody's friends are assholes.
I celebrate atheist children get President's Day.
It's a long way to say. Doug, number 2?
Muppet Christmas Carol. I like. This is positive.
I got you.
Probably Michael Caine's finest work.
Until I show up. I have told you, Mr. Wayne.
Who was that?
Michael Caine.
Okay.
A diamond the size of an orange. Number 2, Jim.
Is that Bane?
Yes. I'm Bane.
My number 2 is food.
That's my number 2.
Yeah.
That's always Jeff's number 2 on every top 5. Top 5 favorite movies. Food.
Mainly candy.
Well, except for Thanksgiving, but all other holidays have great food.
Top 5 sex positions. Food.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
We have good food on Thanksgiving.
We do. Since you started cooking Thanksgiving, we do now have good food on Thanksgiving.
Number 2.
Number 2 of annoying holiday traditions, Halloween.
Hey, get the fuck out.
You mean all of it?
All of
or
it is
just
crap.
trick-or-treating?
If I were president for a day, I'd eliminate Halloween and make Halloween Thanksgiving.
Because everything else is going swimmingly in our country. Let's spend time eliminating Halloween.
It all starts there. The trick-or-treaters that show up wanting their entitled candy at 13 and no uniforms or costumes or anything.
Did you notice an influx of people on scooters trying to get there around quicker?
Like, we live in the suburbs, so they don't put those bird scooters in our
You understand that 50 50% of my annual income comes from Halloween.
I didn't.
Do you have a book? Do you have a book?
I have many books that all spike around Halloween time, believe it or not.
If you were smart, your income would come from the alimony from your ex-wife.
She has to have a job.
I'm just saying, better life choices.
Moving on to Jeff, number 2.
Food is my number 2.
Number 2 for me was the Hobie Round Table until you assholes all said no.
That was my number 1.
Oh, good job, Jeff. Okay. Nick?
Number 2 actually happened yesterday at our house. It's my wife makes cookies with the girls, and we turn on White Christmas, one of the only 2 Christmas movies you need to watch.
What?
Holiday Inn's better than White Christmas.
6 hours long.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
K. It feels like it.
You gotta watch Danny. You gotta watch Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking K.
That's right.
Make Christmas cookies.
I'm pretty sure it's not long till that's off the air.
Albino Christmas.
Get your Blu-rays while you can, boys and girls.
Oh yeah, that's why you can't watch. Which one has the blackface scene? Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn has the blackface scene.
Yeah, you should probably take that out.
And then from what I was reading, they're like, even if you skip it over, there's an important plot point that you'll miss out in that scene. So you can't just skip over it if you want to know what's going on.
Number 1, Nick.
Oh,
Scab, what you got? Number 2.
I feel that I'm being ignored, but my number 2 is Christmas music because it's both good and bad. Like anything live by Bruce Springsteen is bad.
I'll agree with that.
How about Paul McCartney?
Oh, that's bad too.
Okay.
I thought exactly that.
What's your favorite?
I actually not celebrating Christmas and celebrating Atheist Children Gets Presents Day. I do like a lot of the classic carols like Oh Holy Night and those kinds of
Little Drummer Boy.
I like Believe from
Drummer Boy.
Little Drummer Boy, and I like Believe from Polar Express. Believe it or not,
I don't believe it.
I don't either. What's your number 1?
Christmas movies.
Die Hard.
Die Hard is in the good column.
What's your least favorite?
Anything on Hallmark.
All those
6,000 Hallmark movies. Those aren't real movies, though. They did not get a theatrical release. They don't count.
They're made for TV.
They weren't eligible for Oscars. But yeah, Home Alone I watch every year, and that's a great movie.
Jingle All the Way.
I just watched that this year, and it wasn't bad.
Really?
It put me in the spirit.
You see the thing on Facebook, they redid Jingle All the Way. Oh no, they're sold out. I went to Amazon. Number 1, Nick?
Number 1 for me involves the only other Christmas movie you really need to watch. That's Christmas Vacation while wrapping presents.
That's a good one. We usually do that. We put that on too when my wife wraps the presents.
Can't see the line, Candy Clark.
Nope. Lots of sap. Number 1 for me is just Christmas Day morning. Just seeing the kids unwrap presents, and then we have to go somewhere, which sucks after that. I don't mind going there, but I'd just rather be at home.
So you like the trip there, just not there?
Nah, I don't even want to do that. I want to stay at home on Christmas Day morning. See, but we come back, and we changed it up a little bit, so my kids come back after a couple hours. We all do, and my kids can play the rest of the time.
So can you arrange it so your wife just takes the kids and you just stay at home?
Yeah, because I want the kids to stay home and play with the toys, because I won't play with them.
Well, you can play with the toys.
I still can, yes, I can. That's true.
Like you bought them Red Dead Redemption 2 again.
I bought my kid last year the AT-AT walker, and my son opened it up and said, "Dad, this is the one that you wanted!" And that was the first words out of his mouth with that. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I did.
Damn you, Santa, you don't listen. Wrong kid."
Number 1, Jeff.
Mine was a Holiday Round Table.
Okay. Dipman?
We're in the middle of my favorite holiday event. Your life is sad. It is. It truly is. Cheers.
I like watching Scab Jeff get drunk.
I haven't been this drunk since the last Holiday Round Table.
Number 1, Dipman?
And my number 1 in the top 5 most annoying holiday traditions, fruitcake.
Does anybody eat it, or do they just pass the same one around?
I feel
It's been going around for 500 years.
I feel like Costco never sells it. They just pull the table out every November 30th.
And just on wheels, they just store it in the back.
Hey Martha, roll it out.
Dust it off. Throw some end dust on it. Come to that side.
Change the sign.
But they keep it covered. They keep a drape over it.
And $1 to the sign. Inflation.
Jim.
My number one holiday favorite tradition is going out and celebrating going out to a bar and celebrating the best holiday of the year, MLK Day. It's just a fantastic Monday night.
What happened on that day for you?
I lost my virginity.
Okay, there you go.
At 41.
It was 38.
What was its name?
Patricia.
Do you remember me? It's kind of eerie.
The rest of it was made into wool mittens.
That's why it's got the blank stare.
Jim was using a wool condom.
Those work, right?
Better than wicker.
Less abrasive.
For your pleasure. Number one, Doug?
I went with Christmas parties, that special events like Winterfest at Kings Island, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Disney. I know we just did the.
Do you like these or not?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
We just did the Dollywood Christmas. So
How was that?
It was fine, except it was pouring down rain the whole time, so that kind
That's because Dolly sucks.
damper on it. But
Dolly.
Take that back.
Are things like that like as brutally busy as Festival of Lights is?
yes,
So like if you go to Dollywood during Christmas time to the Christmas
Yes.
thing, is it?
I don't think it's. We were there and it was pouring down rain, and the people working said it's dead. There's nobody. I mean, there was not, but it was cold and rainy. So, but yeah, I mean, even like in Disney, they limit the amount of tickets, so it's not like a regular day, but they are crowded. But yeah.
Okay. Any quick honorable mentions?
Going with Jeff's watching football on Thanksgiving, I'd have to say watching lacrosse on Memorial Day, because that's when they do the college.
Final four?
Yeah.
Yep.
John Hopkins going to win?
No, not always. Not always.
How about Duke?
Duke is up there. No, they've been banned.
Moment of silence for Duke Lacrosse.
They were all acquitted.
Top 5 listener feedback, or listener picks, I'm sorry. Chris Richardson, watching A Christmas Carol from 1984. Christmas Eve pints at the local pub. Christmas dinner. Number 2, Boxing Day pints. What the fuck is Boxing Day? Hey, we're in America here.
He's not. Yeah.
No, that's true. Number 1, watching the best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard. Die Hard 4, I think he said what he said.
Die Hard 4?
Yeah, I think so. From
Better than Die Hard 2.
Dev had getting drunk, drinking until I can't see straight, debating if mimosas and tequila sunrises make a complete meal. They do. Cursing the deities of a drink at the altar of the porcelain priest. And number 1, breaking my New Year's resolutions minutes after making it. So
I'm never going to drink again. Glub, 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 glub.
bad idea of the week. Number 481.
2481.
2481.
Wow.
2,481. This is the highest one that I've been.
So
a
it's
part
an
of.
okay idea at that.
Being Scab Jeff's Uber driver on Christmas Roundtable or Holiday Roundtable episode.
Are you sure it's not trying to think you could do this upstairs instead of downstairs?
Oh, that's much higher.
121. 121. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles of the show. Anyone?
Cowboys and Native Americans.
Nope.
Nothing but ketchup factories.
What is it?
Nothing but ketchup factories.
Nothing but ketchup.
I got long day in the ketchup mines.
Ketchup factories and mustard explosions.
Dead stare.
Hang that dead llama on the wall.
Patricia Sansa Llama.
Trisha Sansa llama. Yep, we had that in 2. Santa's not an asshole.
My ex-wife was a Mormon.
A metaphor for life.
I like that my ex-wife was a Mormon.
I like it too.
Well, he says it. Change approved.
What did her other husband say?
Laundry talk.
Laundry talk.
The second coming.
I do like this. I do like the ketchup mines.
And Patricia Santa Lama.
What's our option? What's our choices? Doug?
Any of those.
Jim?
I think more people wrote something about ketchup factories than anything else.
Was I not in the room when the ketchup factory conversation was going on? Because I remember nothing about.
I'll be honest, you were blacked out.
Ketchup mines.
It was the first
Long day in the ketchup mines.
Long day in the ketchup mines.
Long day in the ketchup mines.
That's what we're talking about Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I just phase out when
You were
I start
upstairs looking
talking.
for his water that was sitting right there.
Why else would you name a stadium after a condiment?
Okay, change approved. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.